Okay, we're going to go on to our third and probably final segment for this evening. Chicago, and so it's a Sun-Times article, Chicago Inspector General questions bias in police hiring. 37% of applicants are black, 18% are hired. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So first of all, this should not have had to be broken by the Inspector General. Why was the media not on this number? For years and years and years, the Chicago Police Department and the mayor's offices, the various mayor's office, Daley, Rahm, and now Lightfoot, have been saying, we can't recruit, it's recruit, we can't recruit, we can't recruit, can't recruit. No, ladies and gentlemen, this report proves that all to be an absolute lie. They were all lies. If 37% of the applicants are black, that's not counting Latino and Asian stuff, that's good. They're able to recruit. They're able to get in the door. The problem is, 1 out of every 2 they get in the door washes out during the process. This Inspector General's report flips the script on this idea that we just can't recruit blacks into the Chicago Police Department. We can't get them to apply. No, you can. You just can't get them through. And, all right, well, I'll save that comment for later. Let's get a little bit into this article. It is disproportionately high attrition for black candidates throughout the hiring process, not a lack of applicants, that is most responsible for a low number of black police officers ultimately hired. Not recruitment, ladies and gentlemen, it's retainment. Now, when you flip the script like that and get it away from recruitment and get it towards retainment, that means it completely falls on the Chicago Police Department and the city of Chicago for responsibility about why they have such few black officers. It's a system problem. It is not a problem of, the black people, they just don't want to apply. They just don't like policing. All this defund the police and all this other stuff. It's all of that. They just don't want to apply. That's not it. We've been fed a bunch of lies. This should have been uncovered. Honestly, CJP should have broke this. That's our fault. But reality is, the newspapers, the Tribune and Sun-Times crime reporters, Frank Main, David Heinzman, where the hell have you been? The Inspector General, this thing was sitting out there like a plum waiting for you to take it. Could have just picked it off the bottom branch. This ain't super sophisticated research, guys. You should have done this. So, did the CPD know this? Did the mayor's offices? When did they know this? Or are they just not looking? They have no idea. Because when they're telling us we just can't recruit, they're lying. That was a lie. They're getting them in the door. They can't get them through the training. They can't get them through qualifying. They're saying they're not coming to the door, not sending in the applications. That was a lie. Did Lightfoot say it? Did Brown say it? Did Eddie Johnson say it? Did McCarthy say it? Did we say it? Line them up. Go get them. Put them on the front page for lying. Go get their quotes out of Lexis. You have them probably real easy. Go get them. Go talk to them. Line them up. Put them on the front page for lying. How much BS can we be fed and you take it? Stop taking the bullshit. They've been lying for years. Back to the article. The Inspector General examined the results of former Mayor Rahm Emanuel's 2016 through 2018 police hiring surge and found that black candidates represented 37% of the applicants, but only 18% of those invited into the police academy. Hello? They looked at a few years. Why don't you go look for a couple decades, guys? Go do your jobs. I continue. In response to the Inspector General's findings, police officials said, now get this, hold on to your seat, wait till what these guys say. Police officials said they've changed policies to allow applicants to retake the fitness test if they fail it. City officials said that they intend to ask aldermen to help identify prospective applicants in their wards for the police department. wait a minute, we're going back to it being an applicant problem. You have the applicants. The screening process is disproportionately screening out 1 out of every 2 people of color. That's not a people of color problem. It's a system problem. It's a system problem. But you're incapable of looking internally and seeing what you're doing wrong. Your response to the inspector general was, well, we're going to let people take the fitness test again if they fail it. Oh, okay, well, is that what they're all failing out of? Is it the fitness test they're failing at? Okay, then the other question would be, why did you change the fitness test? You did data? Is that where half, 1 out of every 2 black candidates is failing out? And if you knew that and you made the change, then why did you tell us it was an applicant problem, and not a system problem? You have enough people of color, and you have enough blacks applying. Almost 40% of your applicants are black. You just bring in less than 20% of them. Less than half. That's a you problem. That's a police department problem. But they're still, even after these results, incapable of looking. And their answer was, let's go to some of the most corrupt and useless and lazy people in the city, the aldermen, and let's ask them to send in some candidates. Because God knows they have high integrity. I mean, there's only 2 under federal investigation, soon to be federal prisoners. Oh, I'm sorry, 3. Ed Burke, Patrick Daley Thompson, and the woman who I can never remember her name. I want to call her Penny Pritzker, but it's wrong. It will come to me. But she just pled not guilty last week. There are 3 aldermen under current federal indictment. They're not under investigation. They're under indictment. Eddie's going away for sure. Patrick Daley Thomas is going away. Not so much about the 3rd one, but I think the 3rd one's going away too. They can all share a group cell. They should just have a cell for Chicago politicians, like a group room. Put them all in. Their punishment for being corrupt should have to be spending the next 5 or 10 or 20 years together in the cell. That would be pretty funny. The feds could make a lot of money to fund all their projects. Just put a camera on there. The money they'd make off Chicago people watching that reality show, priceless. Okay. Once again, this is a systems problem. And when you get that crappy Tribune editorial that we talked about on Monday on last show, where they said everything, we just need to, just nicely and compassionately nudge the parents to put in more discipline. Because black parents, very, very undisciplined, horrific people. And we don't want to come down on them too much. We want to compassionately nudge them to do the right thing and install discipline into their children.